whatever time you may be watching this video, I just want to say good morning, good afternoon, or good night, my fellow Chibits. Today I'm here to bring all of you the weekly anime review of Fairy Tail 2014. Now, there was quite a few bombshells with this episode of Fairy Tail, and I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of anime-onlys freaking out with this episode. I could already see it now in the comments. I could just already see Chibi say like, oh my fucking god, Deliora, and you know, just the ending alone is just, yeah, I know for a fact there's going to be a lot of anime-onlys just freaking out, fangasming, hype, and all that in the comments. And I want to say, this moment, I remember when I read the manga chapter at this point, when we were at the manga, I remember I was fangasming when I saw this, because it was just so fucking epic, because, like, Gray's father's body has Deliora inside of it, and I'm like, oh shit, when I first, you know, saw this, and I'm like, this is pretty damn epic. So, Gray right now, he is really pissed off. Like, let's put this in perspective. If your father died, and died at the hands of, let's say, a murderer, okay? A murderer came and killed your father. And then the murderer dies years later, and then indirectly kills your foster mother. And then, on top of this, you have it to where the dude that your foster mother killed kind of comes back and enters your father's body. And that right there, you're thinking, like, that's some fucked up shit. Like, that is just evil. It really is. I mean, using the body of the father, the dead father, Gray's father, is kind of messed up. But also, we got more of this hatred that Gray currently feels inside of him after seeing what he just witnessed at the end of this episode. Because now that he knows that this person he's fighting is the body of his father, Silver, and then also it has Deliora inside of it, of course Gray's just going to be very pissed off. I mean, did you see the veins popping out on his face and body? Like, he was angry, and I have to say, the way the emotions were shown in that, especially with this episode, I think it was handled a lot better than the manga in a certain sense, especially with, you know, Gray's face in the way that was done when he was really pissed off. Now, besides that, other things to get into, we also have it to where a bunch of other individual fights that's going on is continuing onward or starting up, and majority of the fights just, you know, have it to where they're showcased for maybe a couple minutes, and then they go over to the next fight. That's kind of what's going on there, so each individual fight didn't really have much progression, so to say. It's kind of right now just a back and forth battle going on, and we don't really know what really is going to happen and who's going to overcome who, but for now, that's what we have going on in the background besides, you know, the Deliora Silver part. We have it to where individual fights of Fairy Tail are going on. But there's one fight I do want to talk about, and that will be the Margear fight. That's... okay, so, seriously. Margear fought the Celestial Spirit King. Think about this. The Celestial Spirit King was fighting Margear. Margear, remember, he was bouncing around, jumping, and all that dodging, but he was still kind of holding his own slightly against the Spirit King. And now he has Sting, and then they're just coming in, and they're kind of like, no, they can't fight him, because he's sitting there just having fun. And let's actually look at something real quick. While he's fighting, Margear has his hand on his fucking book. Like, he's not letting go of that book. Like, he's holding the book, and he's just using one hand. Like, he doesn't even give a shit. And that just goes to show you how much he doesn't care. But, on top of that, when they're, like, firing everything at him, he's like, bitch, please. Like, he knocks him out of the park. He's like, bitch, just get out of here. That's kind of how it was. So, to see how Margear was just sitting there just whooping their ass in a certain sense. And yes, he did get a mark on his face, but he said he's starting to have fun. He just wanted to play around. It goes to show you, he doesn't even look at these two as if they're a real threat. He's like, I don't even give a shit. Like, why should I care? I mean, I bought the Celestial Spirit King. It wasn't that bad. I'm holding my book. You're not going to make me get my hand off my book, so why don't you guys go fuck off? That's kind of what Margear is doing right now, so a little bit badass in a certain way. And that's pretty much what all goes on besides the activation of Face, which will be the final point I get into. So Face has a total of 3,000 plus all around the continent. We thought there was only 1,000, but it's confirmed to be 3,000 plus. And this right now, the only way that can be activated, a remote activation, is because of the dead body of the chairman that died multiple episodes ago. You remember when that chairman died? Well, I think we all kind of do. Well, he got brought back to life thanks to a necromancer, and now his body is being used to activate Face remotely before they can carry on with the plan. So it kind of explains why, you know, the chairman just died like he did. It was completely fine because he could be brought back to life and then used like a fiddle just to be able to accomplish their end game. So Face is not done. It has 1 hour until activation, and we're left to wonder, okay, so 1 hour till activation. Can Erza and them get over to the chairman, stop him before Face activates, or is something really bad going to happen? And then will Sting and them be able to make it to where Markgear lets go of his damn book? Because if you can't even make the man fight with 2 hands, don't think you're going to beat the man. Like, yeah, I mean, seriously. If you're fighting someone and they're just holding a book and they're fighting with 1 hand and all that, and just moving around, and you can't make him use his other hand, you just need to get the fuck out. Just tap out, call someone else in. Okay, so tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.